We just arrived at Adelaide Airport and assembling our mountain bikes. Okay, here we are at Adelaide Airport, just finished assembling our bikes, ready to be picked up by Don at Beyond the Mount. Morning friends and family, here we are at the town of Blinman. Stayed here last night, came in from Adelaide yesterday, just over 500 k's, and we stayed at the Blinman Hotel, and we're heading to the Rawnsley station caravan park today. It's about 90k ride. Looks like the weather's going to be just perfect, sunny, low 20s, and looking forward to this epic ride all the way to Adelaide, or rather Zam. This is the beginning of the Mawson Trail in Blinman, and we're at the Mawson Trail sign and just about to take off. Pretty quiet out here. Shh. Okay, just arrived at the turn off to Rawnsley station off the highway, and just about to hit the dirt gravel track. Arrived at the Razorback lookout, overlooking the Flinders Ranges, and beautiful. And that mountain at the back is called St. Mary's Peak. Morning guys, just arrived at Willapina Pound National Park yesterday, and we were shattered. Did about 70 odd k's on the Mawson Trail. There are tough trails here, and we stepped here overnight. It was really comfy camping, and we also had some dinner at the local restaurant, so that was a nice treat. Just about to head off towards Hawker, about 110 k's from here, and hope to be there sometime this afternoon, but we might be taking a bit of a shortcut as well. We're back on the Mawson trail, heading to Rawnsley Station Park. It's probably about 26 k's to the station. Here we have the Flinders Ranges. I think it's Mary's Peak in the background. Awesome landscape along the Mawson trail, and we just left Willapina. Trail was named after Sir Hans Mawson in the 1800s. He lived between 1877 and 1868. Hi guys, just arrived in the town of Hawker a couple of hours ago this afternoon at about 3 o'clock, and small town, just your local pub and servo, and staying here the night before we head off tomorrow morning at 7 for our next campsite. And as you can see, it's pretty quiet around here. Just done a bit of shopping, and we're heading off back to the pub for dinner. Hi guys, we're here at Hawker's Hotel having dinner tonight, so looking forward to a good feed by our locals here. Morning guys, just leaving town of Hawker this morning about 7 a.m. and we're heading to our next campsite, probably about 70k ride this morning. It's been a nice rest overnight, had a good feed at the Hawker Hotel, and yeah, ready to get going. See you guys. Morning guys, just leaving Hawker as the sun rises in the background. It's just beautiful and peaceful out here. See some sheep in the background. Hey guys, just arrived in the town of Craddock. So we've just ridden about 26 k's on a gravel road, and yeah, only passed one school bus, and we're just going to stop here for a little break and have a bit of a little bite and head off, keep on going towards our first campsite, which is about another 50 odd k's. Morning friends and family, just stopped at the little town called Craddock. It's about 26 k's from our last stop, and just having a little bite. No one here, hotel's closed on Mondays, and then we're heading off to our next campsite. It's about another 50 k's from here, and yeah, talk to you later. Hi guys, just on the Mawson trail, heading towards our first campsite, probably about 30 k's from there. The trail's been pretty smooth and flat, so we're getting the kilometres in this morning. Anyway, see you at the campsite. Hi guys, just arrived at the Buckaringa North Shelter, a couple of k's off the Mawson trail. Pretty barren and dry, but it's our camping spot for the night, and so we've got all the essential, the water tank, the bench, just had some lunch here, set up our tent down here, and we've got some company down below, and our tent down, the green tent's ours. Fine news, most of that up. We'll buy some more. Okay. Is that? Yes, I've heard of them. Have you met them yet?
No, because they only started.
Right. Whoa. Morning guys, just leaving our campsite this morning. It's probably about 8 o'clock in the morning and we're heading towards the town of Corn. It's about a 40k ride and it's mainly that unsealed gravel road. So it's pretty cool, but it's starting to warm up. Plenty of flies around here. See ya in Corn. Just stopped off here at Proby's grave, a young 24-year-old who died in about 1850, pulling some horses, and this is where he rests. This is part of the Flinders Ranges as we're riding through to our Corn, town of Corn. Population of about 1,000, and we're about 20 k's from there now. Riding along. Pretty dry out here, as you can see. The farmers are building their own trees out of tyres. It's pretty drastic. Sam's just riding past as I'm having a little stop. Got some sheep in the background there. Hopefully they're going to be eaten here in Australia. Hi guys, just arrived in Corn a couple of hours ago. Going to be just having some lunch now and going to be checking in our hotel room. They reckon they're going to open until 3, so we're just going to look around town. Hi guys, just arrived in Corn this afternoon and just had to wait for our hotel to open at 3 o'clock, so tried one of their famous pasties in South Australia, delicious, and then had lunch at the Intercontinental this afternoon. Anyway, time to have a rest and get ready for dinner and head off tomorrow morning to a town called Melrose, about 70k ride. See you then. Morning guys, just leaving the town of Corn. It's about 7 in the morning, pretty quiet and cool, and we're heading to the town of Melrose. It's about 70k ride, and I'm looking forward to hitting a new town, and it should be a pretty medium trail, part of it's a highway. We'll see you in Melrose. This is one of the many houses here in Corn, dating back to the 1800s, and they've all been restored into their original condition. So it's great to see that they're keeping the original architecture in the town. Heaps to see here. There was a gin distillery down the road, which we saw on the way out. So probably need to make another trip here to check that out. Okay, we're on the trail, Mawson Trail, heading up this slight incline towards the hills, and we're about 60 odd k's from Melrose. Got lots of farms around here, and you can hear the turkeys and the chickens in the background, and the farmers are still waiting for the rain to fall here in Corn before they start ploughing. It's been pretty dry and barren, and the sun's rose about half an hour ago. Anyway, catch you later. Just riding into a town called Wilmington, and I've noticed all these white cockatoos in the field. Never seen so many cockatoos in one place. Hopefully it means Hi guys, just arrived in the town of Wilmington. About 40k ride this morning from Corn, and pretty quiet. Going to have some lunch here and then head off to Melrose, and I just got to catch up with Sam. Hey guys, just riding the railway trail from Wilmington to Melrose. It's about 22k ride, so it deviates from the Mawson trail, but it's a nice riding trail. Just had a chat with one of the locals who's a volunteer gardener, and he said this trail is really nice to ride on, and also Don from Beyond Tours said it's a great ride. See you in Melrose. This is our motel unit in Melrose. Got a kitchen, bathroom, done to his bike, and he's just having it dropped off by the local bike shop in Melrose. Now that's service. Hi guys, just leaving the town of Melrose. We're heading towards a town called Laura this morning, leaving a little bit later, about 10ish. Sam had to get some work done on his tyre, and it was a great little town. Had some nice pub meal last night. We met some locals in South Australia, had a good chat with them, and we're on our way. I'll see you in Laura. Hey guys, just riding on the Horrocks Highway towards a couple of small towns towards Laura. I think first town's Murraytown, and second town is Wirraburra. So hoping to stop there for lunch, and as you can see, we're riding through some farmland. Pretty peaceful here, and a couple of caravans and cars along the way. So we're slightly off the Mawson trail at the moment. Howdy, folks. Fancy that, seeing a horse and cart. Hey guys, just arrived at Murraytown. Looks like a deserted hotel. I'm thinking this could have been a bustling country town in the 1800s, but now it's pretty quiet and deserted. Unfortunately, this is the way a lot of our country towns are going in Australia, with the advancement of transport and bigger towns. Charlie's aeroplane was built by Charlie Asler in 1979 and became a local landmark for passing traffic. With wife Myrtle, Charlie ran a bore water drilling business and a farm approximately 3 kilometres south of this point where the aeroplane was positioned. Charlie also made a miniature working train on tracks, which was used for children's rides at local shows and events. In memory of Charlie, this aeroplane has been restored and relocated for the future enjoyment of locals, tourists, and especially young children. Hi guys, just arrived in a little town called Wirraburra. We're about 25 k's from our town for tonight, Laura. and we're just going to have some lunch here and have a look around. And this is the main street. I'm going to have lunch at this bakery. This is the silo art in the town of Wirrabara. And it's amazing what the artist has created here. Hi guys, we're just riding down the Heritage Trail towards Laura. Probably about a 40k trail that runs into that town, and it's a beautiful sunny afternoon. Almost there, and it's 3 o'clock. Hi guys, just arrived in Laura and checked into little caravan park and setting up our tent. Well, actually Sam's setting up the tent. I'm just guiding him, and we just probably having dinner at the hotel tonight. Talk to you later. Just leaving town of Laura this morning, and we just passed the Laura cemetery. It looks like a lot of new headstones here in the cemetery, and the old ones in the background. And so today we're travelling about 80 kilometres to the town of Spalding, and it's going to be one of our longer trips in our journey to Adelaide. And it's been a really cold morning. Got down to about 0 in Laura, and finally the sun's coming up. Hey guys, just riding on the Mawson trail through farming land. Pretty quiet and peaceful out here, and the track's just a red dirt track, and just waiting for Sam to catch up. Hey guys, just stopped for lunch at in the forest. Nice picnic table, and yeah, it's about 12 o'clock. I think we've done about 40 k's, and heading to Spalding this morning. Hi guys, just watching a farmer ploughing the fields, possibly ready to sow some wheat or barley, but it's pretty dry at the moment, so not sure when they're going to do it. And we're just back on the Mawson trail after a stop for lunch, heading to Spalding. Hi guys, just arriving in the town of Spalding. It's about 3 p.m. We've ridden about 80 k's today on the Mawson trail. It's been a long ride, tired, and we're ready to have a good hot shower and have a bit of a rest and some dinner. So see what Spalding's got to offer when we get there. See you guys. Morning guys, we're just leaving the town of Spalding. We were here overnight, staying at that pub in the background, the Spalding Hotel. Had dinner there, and these guys are just leaving the part of the South Australian tour group. They're doing the Mawson Trail, about 200 riders, and pretty cool morning, about 5 degrees. We've got about 45 k's to ride to the town of Hallett. Pretty quiet town, and I think we're going to be just staying in one of the huts. See you guys. Hey guys, this is the oval that the group of 200 riders were sleeping last night, and this morning the company dismantled all the tents, packed up into the trucks, and moving to the next campsite, which is in Laura. So they're doing this along the way on the Mawson Trail. So a group of 200 riders, and they all spend about it costs them about $3,500 to do the tour, and they get food, tent accommodation, and food is breakfast, morning tea, lunch, afternoon tea and dinner along the way, and all the support and water that they need. So they're travelling pretty light. It's an easier way of doing it. Hi guys, just riding on the Mawson Trail, probably about just over an hour out of Spalding on this gravel unsealed track, and we're coming up to more hills and farming land. It's a beautiful morning. We're riding into a headwind for the last 40 k's. Guys down. Hey guys, this is the infamous cow trot prickles that can puncture your tyres, and they're dotted along the Mawson Trail in this area. So far we've been lucky not to be pricked by these prickles, and hopefully we make it to the end without any pricks in our tyres. Hi guys, just arrived in Hallett a couple of hours ago. This is our campsite for the night, just the local campground. So we're having our hot showers in that building in the background, and we'll probably be setting up tent around here. Morning guys, just leaving our campsite in Hallett. Stayed here last night. It's a nice quiet spot, so we had a hot shower and cooked our own dinner, and we're heading to the town of Burra, which is about 70 odd k's on the Mawson Trail. There's some steep elevations, so it's going to be a tough ride today, and should hopefully be there late afternoon. Anyway guys, I'll just give you a quick rundown of the area. It's just basically a sporting oval, old sporting oval, tennis courts, and that was our shelter, and we'll also set up our tent just next to that shelter, next to an old golf course. Alright, see you in Burra. Hi guys, this is the Mount Bryan East School. It serves as a camping ground for Mawson Trail riders, and we just arrived here. We're going to have a look around, and doesn't appear like there's anyone here at the moment. Hey guys, just taking a back road to our next town, Burra. A bit of a shortcut through the farm fields. Hi guys, just arrived in the town of Burra, about 2 p.m. and looking forward to finding some accommodation here. Beautiful sunny day today, and we'll have a look around in town. Hi guys, just checking into our hotel at the town of Burra, and looking forward to having a shower and some dinner later. This is our veranda in the hotel, and it looks like we've got it all to ourselves. A lot of hustle and bustle here this afternoon, as you can see. Had to clear the veranda for all the dancing. I think you can. Good morning guys, just leaving the town of Burra this morning. It's a chilly 4 degrees. We're heading to the town of Clare, which is about 45 k's south of here towards Adelaide, and looking forward to a nice sunny ride this morning. Hi guys, this is the rail trail that's leading into the town of Clare, and we're about 6 k's from the town. Hope to find a nice place for lunch, accommodation, staying here tonight, and we're heading off in the morning. Beautiful sunny day, about 22 degrees. Couldn't be any better. That was our camping spot last night, and as you can see in the background, there's some new park homes cabins being constructed here in the park, so really expanding here in Clare. Tomb underneath this church where all the fathers and brothers are laid to rest. The earliest father was buried or laid to rest here in 1884. Good morning guys, we're leaving the town of Riverton on a Wednesday morning. It's probably about 7:30 a.m. and pretty cold, about 5 degrees, and very foggy. As you can see, you probably can't. You can only see probably about up to 100 meters ahead of us, heading into more farm fields. And we're heading to 2 towns today. The first one's about 45 k's, Kapunda, and the next one is starts with an N, which I find hard to pronounce. Naputo or something like that, and that's where we're staying for the night, probably in a caravan park. Alright, we'll see you at the next town, guys. We're on the Mawson Trail. Like I said earlier on, it's quite foggy, but it's just starting to clear up. Had a couple of drops as well about half an hour ago. Sam in the background there. How you going, Sam? Yeah, just faint, very faint. Hey guys, along the Mawson Trail we go past a lot of farms and got a couple, maybe 1,000 sheep here. In South Australia they kill their sheep here and send them at the abattoirs, and they I'd say these sheep are destined for the local market, as opposed to WA where we've still got live sheep trade till the next 3 years. So yeah, that's the difference between WA and the rest of Australia. Hi guys, just arrived in the town of Kapunda and we stopped off for lunch at this nice park. Great park for families and kids. They've got a real train in the middle of the park, picnic bench, and always the restrooms and toilets in the background. Beautiful day, about mid-20s today, and we're going to go check out the town centre and then be off to the next town where we're staying for the night. Hi guys, just arrived at the Big 4 Barossa Caravan Park, setting up our tent, and we're just trying to decide which angle we're going to set up the tent.
Yeah, to the sun.
Yeah, east, west, north, south. The grounds here are pretty lush, nice green grass as you can see, and there's some.
What do you reckon, Zino? It's pretty flat?
Yeah, it's pretty flat. Yeah. The tent's a little bit damp, so we've got to dry that out first. But once it's set up, it'll be magic. We're going to have a shower, and the caravan park is actually set around a sporting oval. You can see that in the background. Quite a big caravan park. Morning guys, just leaving the town of Napatupa. We stayed here in the caravan park last night. Had dinner at the local pub, that was great. Lamb roast, and we're heading towards Birdwood. It's probably about 60k ride today, and we're staying at another caravan park just off the trail of the Mawson Trail, so should be there mid-afternoon. Alright, see you guys. Hi guys, just riding on the Mawson Trail through the Barossa Valley. It's a bit of a cloudy day, but really great for so you can see the vineyards in the background. Just all the leaves are starting to fall off, and they'll be pruning the vineyards pretty soon, but as we go into winter. Hi guys, we're about 2 hours out of Adelaide, riding mainly downhill, and as you can see it's a little bit drizzly and rainy, and just riding through the foothills of Adelaide, and the views are just magnificent. Hey guys, just riding past this mountain bike Fox Creek, which got some wicked jumps, which I would never even attempt, because I'll probably end up at Royal Perth Hospital or Adelaide Hospital. But yeah, wicked park overlooking the foothills here. Okay guys, we've finally made it to the end of the Mawson Trail, and we're just getting into Adelaide. So Blimman to Adelaide, 900 kilometres. We are done today, Friday afternoon, about 2:30, and we're looking forward to getting into Adelaide now. As you can see, there's a bit of a light rain coming down. See you in Adelaide. Hi guys, here we are at Adelaide International Airport. All the bikes are in boxes, ready to check in. I had a bit of a stressful morning with the taxi service, but we managed to get another taxi, and it's about to check in. Looks like a nice airport here. See you later. Hi guys, just arrived at Perth Airport with all our luggage. Good to be back in WA.